Fellas!
What's happening?
We are back after a long ass break.
Overdue.
Oh, well overdue.
Well
I
over-
missed you, bud.
Missed you too, brother.
We're back in action.
Oh yeah.
Life kind of got in the way of the last couple weeks, but you know we're not going to let the fans down.
Hell no.
Hell no, brother.
Hell no, brother. We're always gonna be here for you, boys. Sometimes though, we do need a bit of an off season.
Yeah, we need our little off season, you know. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I went on vacation with my lovely fiance. You know, we had shit going on. We needed a little break, get away from life. And it was well worth it.
Oh yeah.
Well worth it indeed. But we're back.
Hell to the fuck yeah, fellas.
We're fucking back.
Fellas.
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 Let's go.
Hell yeah. And we're here now after some of the most exciting times in the hockey season.
I know, unfortunately.
So we have, to start off today, we're going to talk about Stanley Cup Final,
Yep.
the finishing of it,
Yep.
and then we're going to move to the in-between. The week, about a week roughly, give or take, between the Stanley Cup Final and the NHL Draft.
Yep.
Which the first round was tonight, as we are filming on, well, it was Friday, now it's Saturday morning at 12:10
a.m.
But the boys are here. We're dialed, we're ready
Yep.
to talk some hockey.
Yeah, we're fucking no holds barred. We're fucking good to go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, they finished the first round, so.
Yep. First round of the NHL Draft was tonight. The rest will be tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah.
Well, let's start with topic one.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup Finals.
It was insane.
The Florida fucking Panthers, man.
Yeah, man. And I do hear rumors that they're still out till today. Fucking ripping it up.
I believe it. 100% I believe it.
Did you know that they went to the Bahamas?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Fucking Ryan Hart, Marchand, Benny, fucking Eki. I think Barkey too.
Really?
All of them went to the fucking Bahamas.
That's sick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not gonna lie, after a celebration like that, I'd be fucking going somewhere too.
Dude, their celebrations were insane.
Oh yeah. I was watching fucking just their Florida ones at the elbow room.
Elbow room, yeah.
Yeah. 8 more years! 8 more years! 8 more years! Like, come on.
There was another one that went around. McDavid sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just because they won the cup, though. McDavid doesn't fucking suck.
No.
Nobody on planet Earth can say McDavid sucks.
No, you can't.
It's not an option.
Yeah.
So, let's get into the backlash of that.
Yeah.
The after fire, if you will.
Okay.
So, we saw today Ryan Hart signed another 8 years in Florida. Bennett, sorry. My bad. Been drinking already.
Yes.
So
we have.
we saw Bennett signed another 8 years in Florida. What did you say his AAV was? Was it 8? Did he make an 8?
8x8, yeah. It's total of $64 million.
Yeah,
I don't.
8x8.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any add-ons or anything.
There probably is. There's probably a signing bonus and stuff.
Well, I know that a lot of players who've been signed lately, which we'll get into, there's bonuses if you make it to fucking first round, second round, blah 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 blah.
So he signed. I'm sorry, Leaf fans, including you. He ain't coming to Toronto. Sam Bennett is locked in Florida. He ain't going nowhere.
No. And I'm going to be totally honest, there was a delusional part where, yeah, I wanted Sam Bennett, but I I knew that I didn't think he was leaving. After that second cup, as soon as he got second cup and Conn Smythe, no way.
I could have envisioned it, but after I saw the elbow room 8 more years,
How could you?
No.
How could you not? As if we were to put ourselves as an NHL player, if I was playing for Florida and they were chanting 8 more years after I just went back to back, why would you not want to sign there and stay?
Yeah.
And stay where you're loved?
I'm not gonna lie, if I saw him being up there and he laughed it off or something, I could have seen it, but the fact that he joined in the cheer
With his dad
with his dad saying 8 more years in Florida,
is insane.
I saw it coming.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
1 more year for McDavid with Edmonton. He's a free agent after next season.
I've heard multiple different not rumors, I would say, but ideas. So there's they could get him this summer. As of July 1st, they can start negotiating. They could get him on another 8 years or 5, however they want to. But from a McDavid standpoint, if I were him, I would sign a 1-year contract with Edmonton, and then he could say, okay, you have this time with me, and if nothing happens, I'm out.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't even do that.
No?
No. They've been to the finals twice now. They lost both times.
Yep.
He's in his last year of his contract. I'm thinking if they don't make the finals, and more importantly, if they don't win the cup this year, this upcoming season, I'd walk.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I think if Edmonton doesn't win the cup this year, especially with the draft picks that they get this year, which is fuck all,
Yeah.
I think they will. I think they're rebuilt.
So there's also another factor that I've been hearing, and it would blow up the market. Absolutely blow it.
I wonder if it's the same one I've been hearing.
And
Does it involve Tampa Bay?
I haven't heard Tampa Bay.
Oh, buddy, I got some tea for you.
I think I know an idea of where you're. I think we're headed to the same. We're heading on the same highway here.
Okay, go ahead.
And I think it would be smart on Edmonton's factor if you were to talk to McDavid and say, okay, what's your plan? Or is fuck even talking to him. Because you know that there's the chance that he might walk, trade him and get somebody. You're not going to get anybody better. Get somebody in replacement for him. Or 2 or 3 guys. Now I want to hear your.
So it was just a Facebook post I saw, but there's a trade rumor that's been fucking floating around apparently that is talking between Edmonton and Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I can't remember the 3 players as a whole, but I know there's Braden Point, a defenseman, a prospect, and 2 picks in line to be traded for Connor McDavid to send them to Tampa Bay. If they threw the offer sheet out there.
Yeah. But they can't offer sheet until next year.
Well, I mean, they could throw the trade
They can throw the
towards Edmonton and just see what
They can
happens.
put the trade, but they can't. Yeah, I guess the trade offer sheet, yes, but they can't throw an offer sheet.
No,
at it.
no, they can't throw one directly at McDavid. But
No. That has to be after July 1st, 26.
like I said, it was just a Facebook post,
Yeah.
but it was floating around apparently in Tampa to offer all that to try and bring McDavid over.
Why not? why not?
I can't remember who the defenseman was, but it was somebody that was pretty good for them.
I don't know even who their defensemen are right now.
Me either anymore.
I know Victor Hedman, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
who
yeah,
plays
there was
first line.
there was a 3-player, 2-pick idea that was floating around that Tampa Bay might send over to try and get Edmund, or to try and get fucking McDavid.
Okay.
Will it happen? Probably not. Even if the offer sheet made it that far, I don't think Edmonton would take the deal, just because of what they have with McDavid.
Yeah.
But the idea was to try and get them to send McDavid over to them.
Okay.
The hell did you find that?
Tell me. Why is it warm?
Is it in a furnace vent?
What do you got going on in here?
From where?
What's going on?
In where?
Dryer?
It was in a dryer?
Okay, here's like bang, bang. I just went through it and I'm thinking, what the fuck?
Where the fuck did this go? I haven't had this since Niagara.
Oh, it was in a pair of black jeans.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had this since Niagara.
I'm thinking, that's what I was thinking. Dave,
That's crazy.
go off my dryer?
No, I bought that in Niagara.
Found it.
That's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
But yeah, I don't think that trade would happen. But hard to say.
It is. It's a tough one.
I think if that sheet came out, I think Edmonton would actually be pushing McDavid to kind of figure out if he's going to stay or not.
Yeah. And points are rough loss for the Lightning because there's always that aspect too. Is no matter who Edmonton were to trade McDavid to, there's no yes or yet certain yes he will sign there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Especially like it's such a risk for like Tampa Bay to lose somebody like Braden Point
Yeah, that's what I'm
for
thinking.
someone that's on their last year of a contract. Like,
Unless they knew that it was a cup run for sure.
yeah. And Tampa Bay, I don't see it happening. I
No.
think Tampa Bay's really got 1, maybe 2 more years making the playoffs, and then they're going to start to be in rebuild mode themselves.
Yeah, they're gonna start. Yeah, it's a tough one to bout because they have some really good players that are still young enough. Braden Point, Brandon Hagel.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, Cooch is Cooch.
Cooch is Cooch. Hedman's Hedman as a
Yeah.
defenseman. As a defenseman, Hedman is Hedman. But that's a tough one. But I did hear the T. So I was listening to Spit and Chicklets this week,
Okay.
and some Merles came on.
Oh,
And
the Vegas fan. Yeah.
yeah, fucking Vegas, man. We'll get into that later. That's another topic.
What, Vegas or MERS?
Housing situations.
Oh, okay.
So I did hear. So Mers came on, and he did say that he had heard. I'm assuming the same rumor that you had heard was he did hear Connor McDavid to a team that starts with a T, but it wasn't Toronto,
Would have been Tampa.
and that's. Bless me.
God bless you. Don't do it again.
Oh, thank you. But I might.
God bless you. Don't do it again. Now you did, then you're dead.
Alright. Wow.
Yeah, that'd be Tampa.
That'd be crazy. Just.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this upcoming season is going to be a very big flip flop in teams.
I think we're already seeing it,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I think we are already seeing such a... I think we're seeing a spot where we didn't think we were going to go, but it might be going. Considering that... Fuck did I put it? Considering that I truly thought that Marner was going to stay up until the end of the second round there. I didn't think he was going to stay. I don't think there's a way he signs in Toronto now. Before July 1st, there's no way.
I'm not gonna lie, the way that he's been disrespected in Toronto,
It's disgusting.
I don't think he's willing to stay.
It is.
I know he said he's willing to stay, but I feel like that's like a $13-14 million deal to get him to stay.
Yep. Well, he's been offered. At first, he was offered 13. He declined 13. Said he wanted Austin Matthews money. That's 14 mil. They offered him 13.5. He said no again. And then they finally offered him 14 after the second round, from what I've heard from our sources. And he said no again. And yeah, I don't think he's in the wrong, because I'm sorry, but if me or you were in his position and you had your jersey getting thrown out with your name on the back getting thrown out on the ice, or there's videos up on the internet of them getting burned over a fire, why would you want to go back there?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's been videos of people burning Marner jerseys, and I think it's disgusting. There's a lot of people in Leafs Nation that I'm disgusted with.
Coming from a Leaf fan.
Yeah.
So,
It
should mean something coming from him more than it should coming from me.
It's disgusting what some of Leafs Nation has done. I get it.
Can you really call them Leafs Nation, though?
If they're doing that, no. They're doing that, they're not a part of the Leafs Nation. They're not a part of the fans that want them to win. They might want them to win just for, oh, our team won the Stanley Cup. I get to go to a parade now. But they're not the, like, I've cheered for the Leafs for as long as I can. Okay. But I grew up, I fell in love with the team because of my father. And you know what? They might disappoint me every year. But you would do the same thing if Colorado disappointed every year.
They did for a bit.
Yeah.
They did for actually quite a few years.
But when you have this, I guess, connection, personal connection with a team, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
When there's a personal reason for the team, it's a lot different.
I didn't have one.
No, just picked Colorado.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I like the little backstory for you. You probably don't know. But I liked the Leafs at first when I first started watching hockey until about, I think it was the 03-04 season, so the year you were born.
Yeah.
Is when I started, when I was like, man, like this Colorado team, this is fucking nasty. I think I'm gonna start following these guys.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. I like these guys. And Joe Sakic, Malayan Hayduke, like, they made me fall in love.
Fair enough.
And that's when I was like, these are my boys. These are the guys I want to root for. When it came to Canadian teams, always rooted for Toronto. But after, like, I think it was after the era of, like, Nick Antropov, fucking, what was his name? Mikhail Grabovski,
Yeah.
Jason Blake. After that era ended, I gave up on Canadian teams as a whole.
Yeah.
If there was a Canadian team I was going to cheer for, it was Toronto. Yeah, that's my backstory is how I fell into Colorado. It wasn't even the team itself, it was the players.
Yeah.
Like, specifically Joe Sakic, God level.
Yeah.
God tier. Incredible player.
Agreed.
We kind of lost track.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we went on the fucking Marner situation.
Yeah.
Oh! We didn't get to the main point that we were talking about, though.
Well, we didn't finish our Stanley Cup. Fucking.
Well, there's not much more to be said about that, to be honest. We talked about Bennett signing.
You know what?
We talked about McDavid.
As unfortunate as it is, we still have to do it. To the Panthers, you were the best team. We have to, whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not.
We don't like to, but
Cheers. Florida Panthers.
Florida Panthers, this drink's for you.
Okay, so do we want to get into trades then? Because I'll pull up Trade Tracker right now.
Yeah,
Let's go.
do it.
Let's go.
Trades
over it.
and signings.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the Marner thing real quick. The whole reason we brought up Marner is because sources have said that he's been caught shopping for houses in Vegas. So that's a good hint as to where he's going. But not a credible source. He hasn't signed any contracts yet, so could have just been browsing and maybe somebody found him looking at that, but long story short, he was looking at houses in Vegas. Anyways,
Okay.
trades and signings. Go back
So
to
this is-
fucking. Go back to like. Let's start at at the end of the playoffs.
This is the first. This is the first trade after trade deadline.
after trade deadline.
Like, so after.
But we
Stan-
done so many pods since then.
After. Yes, but there was trade deadline,
Yeah.
and then there was playoffs,
Yeah.
and now this is the first trade. You'll know.
Okay,
You'll
okay,
know what I'm
okay,
talking
okay.
about.
Let's go. Let's go.
So this is Anaheim and New York. This
Yep.
is the Chris Kreider trade.
Yep.
Kreider to Anaheim with a 4th round pick in 2025 and 2025 3rd round pick and Carey Terrence to New York. Alright, trade. I think that it is a good. I think Chris Kreider will be a good PP2. I think he'll flip between 2nd and 3rd line. I don't think he'll make that first line in Anaheim. But he's a good. In certain cases, he might. But he's a good veteran.
There's a chance because of a trade that's going to come up later in discussion.
Yes.
But here's I'm going to sum it up as a whole around Anaheim right now. I think other than the John Gibson situation that they have going on right now, like with Lucas Dostal and who they're picking up, if for some reason, somehow, some way, they are the offer that gets Mitch Marner,
Yeah.
they're not a bottom of the barrel team no more.
No, they're not.
No.
No.
With Trouba, Kreider, and Marner, and everything else that they have in that team,
Yeah.
they're not a bottom of the barrel team no more. And Lucas Dostal is going to be a fucking stud.
Oh yeah.
Just seeing what he did last year, even with the team in front of him, like, he is such a good goalie.
Oh yeah.
Such a good goalie. Continue on.
Next, alright one is the Eric Holla to Nashville for Jeremy Hansel and 2025 fourth round pick to New Jersey.
Nothing crazy.
No.
Eric Holla is not a bad player. Don't
No.
get me wrong. But just not like the major name that we're looking for right now.
Okay, so this is in red on TSN. This is a major trade. Mason Marchment to Seattle, and a 2025 fourth round pick and a 2026 third round pick to Dallas.
Let's focus on that for a minute.
Yes.
Because this is something that I've been itching about.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Colorado fan. Dallas fucked themselves.
Yes.
Fucked themselves.
Yes.
Because of that Rantanen fucking deal, they ate away their cap space.
Oh, totally.
Ate away. But, here's my thing. Why the fuck did they sign, well, it was probably the amount that Marchment wanted, but why the fuck did they sign Duchesne over him?
He still has a full year.
No, he was a free agent this year.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Marchment, Duchesne, Ben, I think were their top three free agents this year.
Okay.
But
So-
Ben, we'll get him.
Okay, actually, I want to stay on Dallas for a second. Because I heard a rumor. And I've been hearing it a lot. And I think it would be, if Dallas does this, it is stupid. Getting rid of Romo.
They have no choice right now.
Oh, I know they don't. They fucked themselves with cap space, but Robo to Toronto.
No, won't happen. Well,
We have.
I can't say it.
We
Yeah, I
have
was
cap
gonna
space
say,
now.
well, if Marner leaves, you have cap space.
He's gone.
If for some reason he signs in Toronto, you don't have cap space. But if he leaves, you have cap space. But at the same time, I can't see him doing it.
No.
He's going from a cup contending team to a playoff team. I don't know. It's hard to say. These guys are fucked. Like, the signings and shit that I've been seeing, it's like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, I agree.
But again, if we're focusing on Dallas, why do you sign Duchesne over this guy?
I have no idea.
Maybe he's the only one willing to take the type of deal that he took.
Yeah.
But, and then getting rid of Dubois, that was a stupid idea. That was a dumb idea.
Okay, but did you hear about why?
No, I didn't. I just saw that they got rid of him.
Oh. He went off at Otter. Like, was like, I can't work with him. And Otter said, I can't. And Otter's 8-year deal starts this year. And Otter said, if he's here, I'm gone. I'm requesting a trade, and I'm gone. And you can't lose that kind of caliber of goaltender for him.
It's hard to say. 'Cause he's another Hellebuck. He's another Hellebuck. He's a great regular season goaltender. Like, sure, whoopty shit, he made it to the second round. What happened? He got lit the fuck up. They had to put Casey DeSmith in the final fucking game.
Yep.
And got fucked. Like,
Third round.
third round, sorry. But
He's taken them to the last 3 Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, but
And a Stanley Cup before that. Or did they have Bishop then?
Stanley Cup Finals was Bishop.
Okay. Was Otter wasn't backup, was he?
No. I don't think so, because that was what, 2020 or 2021?
Just after.
Was that bubble hockey or was that no, bubble hockey was
It was
fucking Montreal.
Montreal.
So
it was the year after
21.
bubble hockey.
It would have been the 21-22 season.
Yeah.
No, 21-22 is when Colorado won, so it would have been 2021.
Okay, so next, we'll move on from this.
Yeah.
We're there, we're done. Dallas is fucked up.
Yeah.
Big
Dallas
time.
cooked themselves.
Okay, so to Anaheim. Ryan Poling, 2025 second round pick, 2026 fourth round pick. And to Philly, Trevor Zegras.
This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. If Anaheim makes the move and throws the money, especially if they get rid of Gibson and throws the money at fucking Marner, top 15 team. Playoff team, not contending team. But playoff team.
Yep.
Easy.
I agree.
Easy. Easy. I can't see them not being that. With McTavish, if they got a Marner,
Cutter
Gauthier, fucking Kreider, Trouba, Dostal on the back. They still have Gudas too, right?
Yeah.
He's still their captain. Like, I couldn't see them not being a top 15 team. Especially with the way the league's going right now. Like,
What about Philly? How do you feel about Philly then? Here, do you want me to give my...
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that they still need a few years, but I think they're coming together. I'd say.
I don't know if they need a few years. I think they need to fill a few holes.
There's that too.
Because if they landed a goaltender and a little bit more goal-scoring presence up front, it depends how Trevor Zegras performs.
Yep.
If this is like his bounce-back year, that's fantastic. But I think they need a goaltender and more scoring up front.
Yep.
To be not a scraper team.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you remember, but Trevor Zegras' first 2 seasons was back to...
That's probably loud as fuck in the camera.
The problem with King.
Holy fuck.
I'm gonna stop it now.
Rain's coming down, we're gonna take a break, we'll see you soon. So let's move on from it. We spent a fair bit of time on them. Long story short, if they land Marner, I think they're gonna do that.
Okay. The next trade. Evander Kane to Vancouver and a 2025 fourth round pick to Edmonton.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe somebody signed that fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but he's already declared bankruptcy once. Looks like he might do it again.
Did you see his interview after the finals?
I think I caught part of it.
About what he said as to why he skipped the handshake line?
No, I didn't see that.
He got interviewed and they asked him, why didn't you come out and shake the hands of the Panthers? You know what he said?
What?
Why would I come out and shake the hands of people that I don't respect? What a fucking clown.
Yeah.
The fact that somebody wants that on their team is fucking beyond me. Like, that is pathetic.
And I can see why Edmonton got rid of him for a fucking fourth round pick.
I'd fucking just say, here, have his contract. We don't want him no more.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, what a fucking clown, dude.
Anyways, Josh Doan and Michael Kesselring to Buffalo and JJ Peterka to Utah.
Honest truth, Todd got a top 10, top 6 in the league.
Yeah.
Adding him in.
Yes. Yes. This is what I've been trying to say. Is Utah is actually looking good. And I almost feel like I've been saying it every fucking pod where I think Utah's an upcoming young team.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But, yeah, we'll cross that. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, but there's another team that I have in mind that we're going to get to. That honestly scares me now.
Trades. Okay. Last two big trades. Emil Heineman, 2025 first round pick and a 2025 first round pick to New York Islanders. Which we will get into what those picks were later on.
Yeah.
For Noah Dobson to Montreal.
And this is exactly what I was literally just saying. Montreal is fucking scary. Their core, get this, their core, just their core, is all under 28 years old. And you've got Suzuki, Caulfield, that fucking Slavkovsky, that fucking new kid, Demidov. You got fucking
Lane Hudson.
They've got fucking Jacob Dobas, Sam Montembeault, Noah Dobson. All under 28 years old. Like, that is fucked.
Yeah, and Dobson was 8 by 9.5.
Yes.
8 by 9.5.
But that is a ridiculous team, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if they're not this year, within the next 3 years, that is going to be one of the scariest teams in the league, if not the scariest team in the league.
Yep. I agree.
Like, absolutely fucked. That was such a good pick for fucking Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, genius idea. Genius.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure, they got rid of a couple first-round draft picks, but their whole team is young.
Yeah.
Like, they've got... If everyone stayed, everyone that they have signed extensions, they've got, 7 to 10 years with all these players.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I agree. Last trade on the night is Gavin Brindley, 2025 third round pick, conditional 2027 second round pick to Colorado. Charlie Coyle and Miles Wood to St. Louis. Or Columbus, sorry.
As an Avs fan, I didn't support that 100%. I really liked Miles Wood.
Yeah.
I liked what he did there. I can't say much for Boyle because, he didn't play a lot of time in Colorado, but he's also not, one of those standout players other than, his size, and he has some puck skill. Obviously, because he made it to the NHL, but,
yeah.
He's not a jaw-dropper superstar by any means.
Yeah.
But between the two, I would have kept Miles Wood over him. But it might be just a reason for them to move cap space to sign some other people.
Yeah.
Which I'm not upset about because, you know what, we signed fucking Nelson, which I think is great.
Yeah.
I think he's a great second to third line center. I think he'll be on the second line for a while. Not complaining at all.
Okay.
Now let's go to signings.
Free agency. So we're gonna start down with this one. I don't like him in the league. I think that there's a lot about his game that's wrong.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Matt Rempe at 2 years.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Ty, I disagree with you.
Yeah? Who'd you think I was talking about?
No, I knew you were talking about Rempe,
Oh.
but I don't dislike him.
No?
No. Because he's got puck skill, he's shown that. But his problem,
He's too big.
his size is playoff size.
Oh, yeah.
Regular season, he's gonna get called for fucking
Everything.
every single thing. He is built for playoffs.
Yeah.
He's not a regular season body. But I don't dislike the kid. I think a lot of the calls and controversy around him has been bullshit. Because a lot of like the head hits and stuff has been because he literally fucking towers over these guys, and
he can't.
and unless he's gonna hit somebody, if he's gonna hit somebody that's fucking smaller than him, most of the guys are like a foot smaller than him, so he's gonna have to drop down to his fucking knees to hit these guys.
Yeah.
Like, I think the controversy around the way he plays and everything is absolute bullshit. Sure, he's a goon and he fucking dropped the gloves with anybody, and you know, he likes to throw his body around.
But you need somebody.
Yeah, but just the shit that he's taken about people saying that he's nothing but this and nothing but that.
I don't
guys-
disagree with you that he has good puck skills.
I think he takes a lot more shit than he deserves.
I agree he takes a lot more shit. I personally don't know. And it might be that he's just so young. And I haven't seen more of him.
You gotta think though, with him being that young, sure you don't like him,
He might.
but if his 31 teams might dislike him,
But
31 teams would be in line to fucking sign him if he became a free agent.
that's saying with everybody. Like, it's.
But just the people that you can think of off the top of your head that everybody fucking hates. Like Marchand, especially after this year. He's gonna have fucking every team in the league that wants to sign him.
Buddy, I'm first in line to sign Marchand.
Like,
First.
unfortunately, it's not gonna happen for any of us. Honestly, I feel like he's gonna stay in Florida.
I don't see him.
Exactly.
That's another topic I want to get back to a bit later. But let's move.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Ryan Donato signed in Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate that for Chicago.
Yep.
But I dislike it for the league. I dislike it for Donato.
Yeah.
Because how long did he sign?
4 years. He is 29 right now. So he will be 33.
I bet you, with the way it's looking right now, maybe the last year in this contract, he might have a chance at playing. If he doesn't decide to request a trade.
4x4.
Which isn't a terrible cap hit, so, like, a lot of teams, depending on how his game increases, a lot of teams might be inclined to fucking offer a trade for him.
Yeah.
But if I were him, I would have waited and just seen what was out there. Maybe he has a thing for Chicago. Maybe he has a thing for Blackhawks. But
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not at that level of hockey. I can't fucking speak for other players. But like as of right now in the league, like Chicago's probably the last place I'd want to be playing. Sure, they got Bedard. Look to you. What else do they have?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Alright, that brings us to our next trade.
Yeah.
Or our next signing, sorry. Fabian Zetterlund in Ottawa.
That's sad to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm great signing for Ottawa, but I think the future was a lot brighter. If you would like that,
I agree.
and I'm not saying Ottawa. Like Ottawa, obviously they're a decent team, but again, it's the same thing with fucking Montreal. San Jose has some crazy players, and most of that team is just so young. Like a long-term deal in San Jose for anybody right now is such a big promise.
And
realistically.
considering after today,
Yeah. I mean, a couple of these bottom of the barrels. I can't even call Montreal bottom of the barrel teams because of what they did this year, but like some of these teams that like you don't really think much of right now, like fucking Montreal and San Jose, like if you got a young core, you're not looking at the present. You're looking at fucking between 2 to 4 years down the road when they get a little bit of maturity in the league. Like again, like I said, even Montreal, like they're gonna be fucked. They're gonna be such a scary team, if not next year, fucking the following years. All they're missing, like if they had a fucking, which could happen with, especially with Dobis. I can't say much about Montembeault because I haven't seen him really shine, but like if they had a fucking another Carey Price with this fucking team, holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
yeah.
That'd be terrifying.
From what I've seen from Montembeault is he can be shaky at times, but he can also be a rock.
I'm not discrediting him at all.
No.
I mean, this year was his first playoff. I think it was, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because the last time they made it was the finals with Price.
Yep.
Not discrediting him at all. I think between him and Dobis, that's going to be such a fucking crazy tandem.
Yeah.
But again, I haven't seen enough of Montembeault. I haven't really paid attention to Montembeault because I'm not a Habs fan. But I don't know. That team's gonna be fucked. If he turns out to be another Carey Price, then fucking it's game over. It's game over. That'll look like everybody who doesn't wear goalie pads. It's gonna look like the current Edmonton Oilers, but with fucking a goalie. Like it's gonna be a finals team.
Yeah.
Easy 3-4 years finals team.
I'm almost wondering if that's what we're gonna start seeing now. Just think about it. Tampa 2. Vegas was what? 2? 2 finals?
I don't think Vegas.
No,
was
Vegas was
back-to-back,
1.
though.
Sorry, Vegas was 1. But like just these teams that are going on like 2, 3, depending on what Panthers do next year, 4 times back to back
In the finals.
just even getting to the finals.
Yeah.
That's skill.
And depending on what the season brings, I can see a third round of fucking Edmonton, Florida. I could see it.
A third round or a final round? Or
No, like a third in a row finals.
yeah. Okay. Yes.
I could see it.
Especially if the Oilers can get a goalie.
But I'm telling you right now, if they went 3 in a row and lost 3 in a row, McDavid's gone.
Oh, easily. I
Yeah.
agree. Alright, well let's move on to the next one. Which we'll just say it. We've gone over it already. Matt Duchene. 4.5 by 4. 18 million AAV.
No. 4.5, this is AAV.
Oh. Fuck, yeah. 18 mil total.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways. The next one. Winnipeg.
Ah, fuck. Say it.
Winnipeg signs Jonathan Taves. I saw his post about it. It was heartwarming. That was his team growing up.
It's his hometown team.
Yeah, he gets to go back and he gets to play there. I'm happy for him after the battle that he went through to even get back.
I'm disappointed in that signing.
But he just went to Winnipeg, or where'd you want him?
The two finalists that had his fucking contract sheet were fucking Winnipeg and Colorado. I would have loved to see him in burgundy and blue.
That would have been sweet. I would have liked that. But it's the same thing with Tavares, though. You know they're going to go to war.
Tavares, I had a feeling he was going to stay in Toronto. I knew that if they offered him a sheet, he was going to sign it. I don't think it mattered what the contract was. As long as it was over $1 million, he was going to sign it. Which I don't blame. I don't blame him at all.
Well, that's another signing today.
Sorry.
We'll just skip ahead to that, I guess. Both JTs are signed.
Yeah.
Both Johnny Hockeys are signed.
No, there's no Johnny Hockey.
No, not anymore.
Nobody gets that nickname other than Gaudreau. There's only one Johnny Hockey.
Sorry, both JTs are signed.
Sorry. I didn't. They can't be Johnny Hockey.
You correct me.
We love you, Columbus. We love you, Calgary. There's only one Johnny Hockey. R.I.P. Yeah. Cheers to Johnny Hockey. The real Johnny Hockey.
JJ Paterka, 5 years. 7-7.
I think that's a great deal.
Especially for Utah.
I think because they have him that long at that cap hit, they're going to get the best of him at fucking almost half the cost of what he's going to be worth when he hits his peak.
Yeah, because he'll be 28 when he's done there.
Yeah.
Unless they trade him.
So just think about it, fucking even 26, 27-year-old Turca putting up fucking, honestly, the way that he's going, I'm saying fucking Nylander numbers when it comes to like goals and shit. He's gonna be a Nylander making $7 million.
I like it.
It's crazy.
Next up. This is one that I knew. Like, I didn't see it not happening. But I just feel like maybe it's time for them to move off of him. The Dallas Stars signed Jamie Benn to a 1-year deal. But
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the best that Dallas can do.
I think it's the best they could do for fucking Jamie Benn.
After they fucking signed Duchesne, though, like, they don't have the money for Robo.
No.
They don't have, obviously, they didn't have the money for Martine. I'm glad they got something in return for one of them.
Yeah.
But I think Ben by $1 million is probably the best they can do right now. And I can't say I disagree with their decision to do that.
The next major signing on TSN is Trent Frederick for the Whalers.
What did he sign for? I know he signed like 8 years, right?
8?
6.
8 years.
By 9.5, was it? 6. Fuck did they make him pay? Or what the fuck are they paying him?
$3,850,000.
That's not bad.
It's a $30,800,000 deal.
That's not bad.
That's for Trent Frederick, 8 years. He's 27. A little bit old for an 8-year, I think.
Not
But-
terrible though, because he'll be
but
35 when his contract ends.
But because of what you got him at, it's good.
Yeah, I don't see that as a terrible sign.
We talked about the John Tavares one. Dobson signed 8 years, 9.5 with
I
Montreal
think that was a
out.
little heavy.
Well, he wanted 10, I thought, in New York.
But my thing is, like, he hasn't proven he's worth that much.
I agree.
It could be the team that he played for. I may be corrected while he's with Montreal. I mean, fucking Hudson and fucking him, Dobson as a fucking,
It will be because Hudson plays left and Dobson plays right,
like, that's gonna be a crazy pairing. But
and Dobson shoots right too. So that's a
it's just
major sign.
it's a heavy contract for someone with the team that they had. Hasn't really proved to me anyways that he's worth that much. But we'll have to see as the season carries on. I can't say right now that it's not going to be worth it, obviously. Because don't get me wrong, Dobson is a great player. But I don't think he's with the Islanders, so he hasn't proven to me anyways that he's worth, the elite money.
Yeah. So I'm reading here that his last deal that was with the Islanders was 3 years at $12 million.
You fucking kidding me? They paid him $12 million.
I'm dead serious.
That's fuck. That's. I mean, I guess good for the Islanders to offload that, but again, I don't see him.
Well, they're not going to pay that this year.
No shit.
But, because he was going free. So.
I wouldn't have paid him that in the first place.
No.
He's proven he's a good hockey player.
Yeah.
But he hasn't proven to be an elite hockey player. Like, if you think about defensemen, look at what he's got to keep up with right now. Like, just the top three off the top of my mind is fucking Makar, Hughes, and fucking Hudson.
Yeah.
He isn't proven to be even close to them. Again, maybe a team issue. We'll know this year.
Yeah, we will. This year, maybe next year.
Yeah.
And last but not least, which we've already talked about today, Sam Bennett 8x8. Now, I would like to talk about this one.
Okay.
Really quickly. Because I've heard a few different things. Sam Bennett, Brad Marchand, Aaron Ekblad.
Yep.
Can Florida find a way to keep all three?
I don't even know what their cap space is this year.
I do know that it has been rumored that, like we said earlier, Brad Marchand will stay, and he's been rumored to saying that he's willing to take a league minimum to stay.
Okay, well, after they signed Bennett, their current cap space is 11 million. So, I mean, if Ekblad's willing to take fucking
Heavy.
even if he took 10 million, they'd be able to sign. But now here's my question to you. Say you sign Ekblad for 10 million. How many years are you offering Marchand? Because he's what? 36 going on 37 going into next season?
I think so, or 35 going on 6 going on.
How many years do you offer?
I'd offer 3.
I was gonna say 3 to know. In a perfect world, if they signed Ekblad for 10,
Yes.
they had $1 million extra cap space. Those are the only signings that they have to worry about. I'm throwing 3 by 1.
Yes, especially if they're willing to take a team-friendly discount. Now, if I was a different team to throw an offer sheet at Marshy, I would go with 3 by 3. I think he's worth 3 by 3.
I mean, you kind of heard that this playoffs.
I don't think Jaime Mazur can do it. I think that he fucking kicked Boston's ass in that trade. So they sent him for nothing. And I'm sorry, but what the fuck was Don Sweeney?
He's been asleep, bro. He's been asleep since fucking last season.
Alright. We go for the last segment of the night.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright. So, I feel like we have certain spots we're gonna just kind of touch in and out on. Because after, like, pick...
I think we just do top 15.
Yeah. And then we'll talk... Well, we'll do top 17 because that's the Montreal... 2 Montreal picks for the offseason.
Okay. Yeah.
So, tonight was the first round of the NHL draft, as we all know. Listening to this by now. First overall, by absolutely no surprise, Matthew Schaefer got taken by the Islanders.
Look. Your Yachter's fucking bet.
From what I know, he says that he's ready to make the jump next year. But I have heard insiders talk about he should go back. Actually, I've heard insiders talk about this entire first round draft class, or the entire draft class, saying that with the new rules with the CHL going over to the NCAA, everybody should go to the NCAA. Even if it's just for a year.
Yeah.
Or the first few months. Because they're in the CHL, they only play against up to 18.
Yeah.
Right? With, I think, the few overagers you're allowed to have, which isn't many anyways. I think you age out at 20 out of there. It's not very much, but when you go to the NCAA, you could be playing against guys that are 24.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. Which is, overall, it's good, because it brings you into more of that fucking heavier, older, competitive fucking atmosphere.
Yeah. So I've heard people say that, so Shafe and Misa, Michael Misa went second overall to San Jose. Great pickup for San Jose.
Yeah. Great.
There was, unless somehow the Islanders didn't take Matthew Schaefer, there was no doubt about it, I think. Now at third overall, Chicago took Anton Friendel. I'm a bit skeptical. I think they should have taken maybe Porter Martone, even James Higgins.
Yeah.
Martone, I think he would have been a great fit with Connor Bedard. He's a big. He's shown he's willing to fight. Him and Moose actually fought earlier this season. And he is a playmaker. And Bedard is that scorer.
You know what my problem with that is, though? Rondel's a center.
Friendel will play. Alright. That's why I think that they should have taken their time.
Unless they make the adjustment where to playing wing now to probably Thundell because he's the fucking new guy coming on the team. Unless they make that adjustment today.
I agree.
Is what it is, I guess, but they didn't really play their cards right on that. I can't say I'm disappointed with the pick.
But Martel plays right wing.
I know. So I'm just it's not a bad pick for it.
No, it's not bad, but I think that they could have thought about it in different ways.
Yeah, they could have.
So, at 4, Utah took Caleb Darnay. I've heard a little bit about him. He didn't tear it up over in the WHL, but he definitely wasn't a bad player.
He must have had something to go for overall.
He played well. Good playmaker from what I've heard. Another centerman as well. Fifth overall, Nashville took Brady Martin. This is the farm boy that everybody's heard about. He said that if he can't farm and he can't play in the NHL, then he won't do it. He needs to do both.
So, just looking at it too.
Yep.
4 out of the top 5 drafts were centermans. Schaefer being the exception is a defenseman.
Yeah. I think out of those 4, the best pick is still, of course, going to be Misa first into San Jose, because that's not a bad second line to back up Celebrini.
No, not even a little bit.
And I'm sure you could push the kid to play wing if needed.
Imagine that power play. Just with Misa and Celebrini.
Add Willie Smith, Will Eklund.
And I would have game over on that power play if they still had several. Game over. That power play would have been fucking nasty. And nasty. Now if they could fucking do something on their back end, like I hope tomorrow they dropped a goaltender. So
they did.
Did they?
At pick 30, Joshua Ravensburg.
Right. Yeah.
I heard a little bit about him, not a whole lot. But I know that he was a top goaltender.
20th was the highest pick for a goaltender this year.
Yeah.
Piotr and Grayanov.
Which is crazy to me, because I was listening to an Insider podcast yesterday, and he said 3 goaltender names, and I'm looking at this list and none of them win. Not a single one.
Cool.
Yeah.
So where did we get to?
Pick 6.
Pick 6.
Hitting my tone. Pick number 6 to Philly. Philly, you got
a fucking steal.
Stud.
At fucking 6th overall, like that's crazy.
I can't believe you dropped to 6.
I can't believe you.
But you wonder what I really can't believe? How James Higgins dropped to 7.
Yeah.
After being the projected first overall pick.
There's 2 that I'm surprised on how low they're at. Like, other than those 2.
8 or 10?
Neither. I'm surprised on 13 and 16.
Yeah. I also think 17 should go on about 15. Or 14. He's huge, dude.
Yeah, it's huge, but
Have you seen his hits?
I look at more of those. Like, what's his defensive awareness?
From the little bit I've seen, is good. And he puts up points still.
Maybe he was still. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. With number 16, would have been another fantastic addition to Montreal. I would have gotten rid of Line A. Line A on the block, he's in. Yeah, easy. But I'm not angry with what Montreal did with their picks.
No, not at all.
Let's crush these last couple picks.
I know. I'm good. 8, Jake O'Brien.
Not mad about it.
No. 9, Buffalo. Redeem Mertka.
Don't even know who that is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I feel bad for him to pick Buffalo. I'm sorry, but at this point, Buffalo is just...
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't even know if they know what the fuck they're doing.
Can I give you something that has just like it's crossed my mind? I have not heard it anywhere.
Sure.
But if they were to fold one team, I could see it being Buffalo.
I couldn't. This love slow fan base.
Yeah, but just
They make money. The NHL gets rid of teams that don't make money. Fair enough.
anyways, pick number 10, Anaheim, Roger McLean.
Honestly, other than 12, 13, 14, and 16, and 17, I don't know the rest of these picks.
Yeah. Pittsburgh at 11 got Benjamin Kindle.
Yeah,
No idea.
not me either.
Philly got Jack Nisbet. I've heard the name a little bit thrown around, but I don't know too much about him.
I don't.
It's
He plays for Windsor, or he played for Windsor, so
okay.
he must be decent.
Played with Misa.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did Misa come from Windsor?
Yeah. Spitfires.
Wait, did he come from Saginaw?
Oh, my bad. Fuck.
Nobody in the top 10.
Oh.
He's the first draft out of fucking... Out of Windsor. Yeah.
Okay. 13, Carter Bear.
Should have went higher.
I don't know much about him, so...
I just fucking... I know his brother. What's his name? Evan Bear, I think.
Okay.
Drafted... I think he was drafted, but he was in Washington, I believe. And then I think he played for Hershey.
Okay.
I think it's Evan Bear. Now I don't know.
Alright. And then at 14, Columbus took Jackson Smith. 15, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Vancouver took...
Ethan Bear. That's
Okay.
his name.
At 15, Vancouver took Braden Coots. In 16, 17...
This is the 16 is the pick that drives me wild. Like he, in my opinion, he was a top 10 draft easy.
16, Victor Eklund. And at 17, Kayshawn
Atchison.
Eklund's a right wing, Atchison's defenseman.
Eklund's a left wing.
It says right wing right here.
It says left wing on mine.
Oh. I might play both.
He's a winger.
He's a winger. We'll go with that. We will. Yeah.
His pick drives me nuts. That goods.
I thought he was top 10.
Easy.
But also, you do have to remember it's what teams are going after. In a player sometimes, too.
I know, but like, fuck me, dude. That fucking role.
Yeah. That sucked. I'm sorry, man. It sucks. But
Porter Martone, I wouldn't have switched him over for Eklund. But like, even at 11th, Benjamin Kindle, I don't even know who the fuck that is. I would have took Eklund over him.
he's who was 9?
Merca, the Buffalo guy.
Oh, I would have fucking taken Eklund over him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have fucking Eklund to Buffalo.
No, I don't want him to go to Buffalo either, but I'm just saying, like, at 9, if I had the 9th pick and Victor Eklund was still there, I would take him.
Like, out of all these, I think I would have put him 8th. 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
Over Jake O'Brien and Merca.
Yeah.
It was like, the top, even the top 5 alone, but the top 7, I don't hate.
No.
Rondell, I'm a little skeptical with him at 3rd.
Yeah. But I don't see him being out of the top 7.
No, I don't see him being out of the top 5. Like, realistically, if just looking at the top 5, if I could rearrange it, like, if I was Chicago, I would have taken Brady Martin. But I also haven't seen a lot of Rondell Wood.
Probably because he played overseas.
Yeah. So I don't know what he looks like.
Anyways.
I haven't seen him in action. Should probably do some research on it, but I haven't.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect them to go that high.
No.
But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, boys, it's 1:30.
We got to golf tomorrow.
Yeah, for you guys.
For you guys, because this content is gonna be added in. Well, not into the podcast episode, but
Another
on TikTok and fucking YouTube and fucking.
another golf video.
Oh yeah, brother.
Golf video
with the OGs though.
The OGs.
Like, this is our first video, just you and I.
I know. It's gonna be tomorrow will be a breaking par. We wanted to put out another golf video for you guys. We do enjoy it. And it's tough to get us all together.
Yeah, it is.
We all live very busy lives, but
Unfortunately.
we try to get together as much as possible for all of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I missed you fuckers.
Yeah, I did too.
I missed my Just High.
I missed my Wild Bill.
I missed these fucking nights.
Yeah, it was too long of a break.
Yeah. But we're back. And you know what? For the next little while, I don't think there's gonna be much interference.
No, we have a few things to work around, but
Few things to work around, but fucking we'll get her done.
yeah.
But as always,
Actually, sneak peek.
okay.
Next week is going to be a big. It's going to be a few days after, but we're going to be going over everything. The continuation, if there was any big things that happened in the rest of the draft.
Yep.
And we're going to be going over the start of July 1st.
Yes, we are. So, just for the record, that will be the date of July 2nd.
Well, yeah, we'll be filming July 2nd, and it'll be out a little bit after.
Yeah, we can probably push that. Because, like, obviously, like, we release on Wednesdays, so, like, this episode is going to be released on July 2nd.
Yes, and then July 2nd's episode will be the week later.
We could even push it sooner. if we wanted to,
Put that
because
down.
I'm off that week, so
Okay.
I can do all the editing and everything.
Fair enough, and I can't do without weekends. So
Yeah.
that works out.
So
You're
like
right.
maybe I drop it on like if I have time the 5th or the 6th or something like that. Yeah, I'll make sure I get her done.
Yeah. Stay tuned for updates always on Instagram and YouTube.
Yep.
That will be right here.
And fellas, we need your help. Y'all been lacking in the comments. We need people to comment and let us know what y'all want to see us drink. If it's a shot, if it's a beer, a vodka, whatever you want to see us drink. You know, we had a few comments at the start. We got through those.
And
She's been dry since. Yeah, so reminder, please. Give us some fucking material.
wherever you're on, we can
Yeah.
see it all.
Yeah.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music,
Yeah.
podcast app.
If it gives you the option to fucking lay a comment down, lay a comment down. You know, give us gross or not, we're gonna do it. 'Cause,
Unfortunately,
yeah, unfortunately.
we will for you
We'll do
guys.
it. Yeah, and it's gonna be live. You'll see every reaction that we have to it.
Yeah.
Just get her in there.
Yeah.
Lay us down 100 comments. We'll do one per episode, maybe two, depending on how nasty it is.
Yeah. Depending.
See how she goes.
I don't know. There's some pretty fucked up people out there.
Yeah, I know. I have to trust me. I watch a lot of shit like that.
I was just gonna say there's us, but
We're a different breed, though.
hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Well, I think it's bedtime, buddy. We finish these beers and fucking go to bed.
Yeah.
Get ready for golf tomorrow. As always, I'm Wild Bill.
And I'm just Ty.
And we are
Nobody's Sports.
Cheers to you, cheers to me. We're the best and fuck the rest.
Fellas.
Fellas.